What is it with English managers? It seems like when they get to the highest level, they can't perform or they're not of the level. So why
I
do you
think
think?
it's the typical arguments that English managers are one dimensional in their approach, but someone like Potter, it's hard to levy that against him because he's gone to different countries and tried to learn different leagues and different systems. So is it the pressure? Is it the media pressure? I don't know what it is, or is it the expectations of the club, or is it the players that the players don't respect him? I don't know what it is. Maybe players are like, oh, you know what, um so and so from this league is a much better manager than you. You're only here because you're English and you're or because of your reputation as a footballer. A la Lampard and Gerrard. Gerrard lost the dressing room, but he was only there because of his reputation. Stevie G, one of the greatest midfielders of all time. Lampard wasn't a good manager. Again, got the job out of his reputation. So a lot of these English managers getting jobs, even the one that was at Bournemouth, Sagadon, what was his name?
Oh,
Bandit,
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker, again, one of the Premier League all-time appearance leaders, clout. So a lot of these English managers, they haven't really been tested. They haven't really done the groundwork, got the tactical foundations to actually implement and make changes and be actual managers. They've just been given jobs off of their names. Someone like Eddie Howe, he didn't play in the Premier League, played in lower leagues, but he's grinded, he's learned his trade, and you can see the trade off. He's at Newcastle and he's doing a fantastic job. So I don't know where it is because Graham Potter should have been he should have been the the odd one out, the one that changed the pattern of thinking around English managers. With it, he went to
Yeah, Ostersons, yeah.
Osterson's, won the league with him, I believe. Came to Brighton, did a good job. So you would think he might be the golden swan, the golden goose that kind of changes that perception. But again, so it could be media hype, like the media hyping all these English managers, and then turns out they're not good enough. It seems like there's a lot of variables to it, man.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is lack of tactical understanding. It seems like it's been like that for a while. England are behind in terms of tactical understanding of the game. Like 3-5-2 only started popping when Conte brought it here in what 2014 or whatever and won
Mm.
the Prem. Only then is when England started rating 3-5-2. So I think yeah, tactical lack of tactical understanding is a big part of it. And another, I think it's a personality thing. I think you need to have a certain personality to manage big names in a dressing room. And for some reason, I don't know why English managers it seems like they're not able to do it. Like they can do it up to a certain level, like lower, obviously in the lower leagues, Premier League, like mid table teams. But when it comes to the top teams, the best teams in the world, teams that are challenging for the Premier League, they're nowhere to be found. And even Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe is a solid manager, but can he, like we were saying earlier, can he take it to that next level? I don't know. If they messed around and bought a big player like Mbappe, can Eddie Howe manage an Mbappe? I don't know. I don't think so. I'll have to see it to believe it. So that's something that I think needs to be talked about because it keeps getting swept under the rug. Like I've mentioned, English managers still yet to win the Prem. Still yet to win the Prem.
It's not
And
looking
then
good.
it's not looking good. And then when a manager like De Zerbi comes to Brighton, you have people in the media saying he doesn't know the English game.
That's what I'm saying. The media bias.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think you're saying in terms of the um character? Do you think with English managers, yeah, like they want to be the players' mates? Is that because they brought up in the English culture of English people don't really like they'll rather be mates. They want to sort things out. They don't want to be confrontational. Like everything's like yo how's it going, mate? Let's go. to the pub. The two pally the players, not in a bad way. It could be in a work environment, it's good. But in a football environment where you're dealing with multimillionaires, massive egos, you're trying to be mates. Some of them don't want to be your mates. Some of them want to have that manager-player relationship. But if you're trying to be pally with them, they're not going to be as serious. Not every player takes it, oh, hey, mate, as the approach that they're going to need. Some players just need that boot up their ass to say, listen, you're rubbish. You're not playing well enough.
Yeah. You know, yeah, you saying that is brought up something in my head. I think with English managers, it's either they have that personality, that no nonsense, and then they're not really good tactically, or there's someone, say someone like, I don't know, Mick McCarthy or someone. They seem like that authority figure, but tactically he's not a tactical mastermind.
Yeah.
Graham Potter, I guess he's known for being tactically adept, someone good at tactics, but he's definitely not an authority figure. Definitely not.
No chance.
He's not going in dressing rooms and shutting it down. No way. Even someone like Sir Alex Ferguson, he's not English, he's Scottish. But he was an authority figure. But even he wasn't known for tactical, like being tactically adept. It was Carlos Queiroz and his assistants were more, they were the people that were taking his training sessions. They were the people that were implementing the tactics more than Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson was more of a man manager. So yes, it's a good point that you brought up there. And yeah, I don't know, like Pep. Obviously, we're talking about the highest of the high, the best of the best. People like Pep, Klopp, people like Conte. You know, they have their own tactical identity. They have their own style of playing, but they're authority figures as well. You know, they don't take nonsense. You can see that by the way they speak to the media, the way they take their press conferences. So yeah, I think it's
your point about the tactics stuff here and Ferguson and Carlos Queiroz, that's actually very good as well, because if you think about it, all the top managers and the backroom staff, when English managers, for example, Ole, when he came in, he brought in his mates. He brought in guys like Darren Fletcher and Michael Carrick.
Yeah.
No disrespect on them, but their tactical analysis and tactical insight of the game probably amounts the same as Ole.
Yeah.
So you've got a bunch of we don't know nothings running the club. But then if you see ETH, he's got Steve McLaren. He's got Benny McCarthy for the strikers. And he's got the other two Donnies. And these are crazy team of tacticians all working together as one.
Yeah.
But these English managers, when they come in, for example, when Gerrard was at Villa, he had was it John Terry as a defensive manager or whatever, as an assistant.
I don't know. But I can't remember any.
Oh, Ashley Cole. One of them had Ashley Cole.
Oh, I think.
Was it Lampard? Ashley Cole of Everton?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole is one of the greatest left backs of all time. But Ashley Cole, I doubt he's a genius tactician.
Yeah.
So they bring in their mates. So then bring in actual staff that know what they're actually doing.
Yeah, someone with a different perspective.
Yeah, it's always the mates saying, "Oh yeah, we played in the league together. We played together in the same team. We've all got the same perspective. That's going to work.
It's true.
We're going to have the same idea. Let's put the same idea on the board." Well, if you keep doing the same thing,
it's true. You're going to get the same results. Yeah.
They bring in their mates. Yeah, you know what? Ashley's got the same ideas as me. I'm going to bring him in. No, you know what? De Zerbi's got different tactical ideas to me. Let me bring him in so that we can see what we can work off and bounce off each other and see if we can bring a plan together.
Yeah, and say that you say that, yeah. If we take it all the way back, someone like Bobby Robson, probably one of the last good top English managers. Look who he had as his assistant, Jose Mourinho. Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's a great point you brought up, and yeah, they need English managers. I think that's something that they don't really do well. Their backroom staff is it's not.
It's like-minded individuals.
Yeah, it's not adding something different or bringing something, fresh perspective to the table or something like that. Yeah, it's true. Even
we're singing from the same hymn sheet.
Yeah, Pep with Mikel Arteta. Yeah, Klopp with that Linders guy. He wrote his own book. Apparently, he's very knowledgeable tactically. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Yeah, the backroom staff is it's not strong. I can't think of an English manager who's had a strong backroom staff. I can't think of one.
That's a big thing because we saw at United when we got rid of Oli and all these man and got rid of the backroom and brought in a man with a plan with his own backroom, different people. Because Steve
Yeah,
McLaren, people laugh at him for what he did with England, but he won the league with FC 20 in the Netherlands. He won that league, so
he's
he's a winner.
he's a good manager. He's top manager. Sir Alex Ferguson's assistant as well.
Exactly. When they won the treble, he was the assistant.
Yeah,
So it's not like some any guy. He's a
he's
good
a top
assistant. He's a
manager.
good manager, and you got him as an assistant. You got Benny McCarthy, top striker, and you can see the work he's done with Rashidi,
Yeah,
and you got the other two. So yeah, that's something that we could look at as well, man.
yeah, definitely. Great point. Great point. And even Ten Hag before he had the guy that just got sacked from Ajax. Apparently he was a
Yeah,
top
Struder.
top coach as well. And Pep, when he was at Bayern, had Ten Hag as one of his assistants as well. So there you go. Yeah, it's a great point. So yeah, English managers, that's something that that's one of the main things that they're lacking basically.
Backroom
Uh,
stuff.
an adept backroom staff.